So hi Azeem.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Good, not bad. Still alive.
So can you tell me how was your journey to your first joke?
Journey to my first joke. I mean, depends on what you classify as first joke. So I used to write humor content in college for pocket money. I used to write for. So back in the day, before listicles and all of that was cool or a thing, UTV Bindas used to have a website for which I used to write basically stupid articles. I used to write articles about Amir Khan and Jadoo and weird things like that. But that was what got me pocket money to afford basically drinking in college. So that's why I used to write jokes. And I mean, I've said this in a lot of interviews before. So the first time I actually got on stage was a writing assignment where I was writing for a magazine and my editor told me that there's this thing called stand-up comedy, go try it out and write about it. So that's effectively where I still remember my first joke was about something about Rahul Dravid, where Facebook walls, if I'm not wrong, where Facebook used to have the concept of walls at that time, and Rahul Dravid was the wall. So there was something to do with that very long ago, but that was basically the first joke that I wrote. It was the first open mic. 2011 August was the first time I got on stage.
Oh, okay. So, and you immediately decided that you want to go into stand-up?
Oh no, you can't immediately decide that. So because stand-up takes a lot of time. Like back when I was starting out, we were fairly fortunate because there was not a lot of like competition or anything as such. So there were maybe 10, 15 comedians in all of Bombay, and Bombay was where all of stand-up comedy was. For us, like it still took like me 2.5 years to be in a position where I was like making as much money from my job as I was with stand-up, because you have to be practical about this. You can't just quit your job and do stand-up comedy because there's no guarantee that you're going to do well at it. Like today, what took us 2 years takes the people starting out now will take them like 4 or 5 years. So yeah, it's just I realized that I wanted to do it maybe in 2013 full time. I realized that I could do it. Because wanting and being able to do it is two different things.
So how difficult is it out there being a comedian?
It's difficult because you have to constantly keep adapting and keep evolving, because what was funny 3 years ago is not funny anymore, because the audiences also along with you evolve and the comedians also evolve. So right now we've got so many guys like the new guys who are coming out like Abhishek Upmanyu, Kunal Rao, Subramanian. All these guys have completely new take on things and very more distinct, evolved way of thinking. And so you have to keep reinventing, keep writing, and it's terrible because every 2 weeks I go through this existential crisis of what am I doing with my life? Am I still funny anymore? I don't know. So always happens.
Whether you're relevant.
Yeah, and just the constant insecurity of not knowing where your next good joke is going to come from or where your next paycheck is going to come from, because you don't get a salary in this business. It depends on how out there you are and how constantly you're working. So it's tough.
Can you tell us how EIC came into existence?
So EIC was formed by initially Sorabh Pant and Kunal Rao, and they got Sahil and Sapan on board. I think this was early 2013, if I'm not wrong, or no, late 2012. And then Atul and me used to write with them. They had a show back in the day which was called Digging the News. It was a news comedy show, which then Atul and me used to just write, just perform that show. It would just be 4 of them and one guest act. So one time I did it, one time Atul did it, then the two of us did it together, and we realized that we liked working together and we had sort of the same writing style, and we worked generally well together with chemistry. And also then they asked us, Atul and me, to join full time in late 2013. So about a year after EIC had been formed, Atul and me joined, and then maybe a year after that, Angad also joined full time.
Okay. So do you like what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's you can't complain really. It's going well enough. Any creative field always has ups and downs because you don't know where inspiration is going to come from. Like I just put out 1 hour of my jokes on Amazon, and I'm like, where am I going to find better jokes now? Because it's online, everyone has seen it. I can't do those jokes. Yeah, I can't do those jokes in live shows anymore. You can still get away with doing those jokes maybe abroad or like in a corporate show where people haven't seen this kind of stuff or seen this material before. So it's still lots of work in progress. It'll probably take me a year to get that material to where I want it to be. So it's always hard work.
So how does it feel being, one of the known comedians in India, being famous?
I don't know. I mean, so fame is also like relative. I mean, I'm famous basically amongst like 16 to 18-year-olds, which is difficult for me because the material I write caters to a slightly older audience, or rather, I want to relate to a slightly older audience. So, I mean, I personally don't enjoy fame as such. I've never been a attention-seeking person. Or I'm in fact most happy when nobody in a room notices me. So I mean, it's nice in a sense that okay, everyone wants to have that feeling of that people recognize me and people know who I am. But sometimes it's just like sometimes you're having a bad day or whatever, you have a lot of stuff in your mind, and then three people come up to you and say, "Hey, we want a picture with you," and you're like, "Oh, gotta do this again." So it's nice, but it has its ups and downs, just like anything.
So what are the typical reactions you get from people when you tell them that you are a full-time comedian?
They expect me to be funny in person, which I am not. Like genuine, like a lot of comedians are like very constantly on very funny, naturally funny people, but I am not. Like I am a funny writer, so it takes me a lot of time to work on my material like in a written format and look at the science behind it and say, okay, what is funny, what is not funny, and then deliver it on stage. So I'm like in terms of improvising and being like haha hilarious. Like I've never been like the popular person in a group or any such thing. So I don't know. I've never been naturally funny, but I just am a funny writer. So that's my strength. So I don't. When people are always disappointed when they meet me. They're like, this guy's not funny. I'm like, yeah, I know. I did.
In fact, I get this a lot. When I tell people that I've studied psychology, and they're like, okay, what am I thinking now?
Yeah, it's typical. Like, oh, tell me, you should use this joke in your next act. Like, no, please, just stop.
What has been the worst pronunciation of your name?
Ah, God. Too many. There's Banatwalla, Bantawalla, Batliwalla, Banaraswalla. Then there's some highly censored ones which trolls give to me, which I won't get into over here.
Okay.
But yeah, I've made my peace with the fact that nobody is ever going to pronounce or spell my name properly. So it's okay.
So, do you want to tell?
Yeah, I mean, well, most people who can read would know that it's Banatwalla, which is Banatwalla, which is not that difficult, honestly.
Banatwalla.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Internationally, Eddie Izzard. So he's a British comedian who, when you look at him the first time, you're like, who is this guy? Because he dresses up, he's a transvestite. So he dresses up in women's clothing and is on stage and delivering jokes. And being completely normal, like, apart from that, he's just completely normal and just one of the funniest comedian I've ever seen. So he's really good. Like, right now, I really enjoy watching Jim Jeffries, Trevor Noah, who else I really like comedy. Dave Chappelle's new special was good. There's always the classic guys: Louis C.K., Bill Burr, George Carlin, Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, all those guys. And in the Indian scene also, we have a lot of really funny guys. We have Anubhav Pal, who's again, so he's very inspired from Eddie Izzard, which is why I like him as well. And just in the scene, even the young guys right now, there's so many guys who are just so much fun to watch. Like Upmanyu, there's this guy Sumit Anand who's just come, he just put out a video a few days ago. Karunesh Talwar. There's a lot of quality in the scene right now, which people just rely on what they go on with YouTube. They don't actually come to like the live sort of underground shows where we go and test out our material, like the places where all of our jokes die completely and nobody laughs. Like that's where you get to see real comedy. Like what you see on YouTube or even like these sort of free Starbucks shows or whatever is a very false indication, because for most of those like shows where like just these 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds come, they laugh at anything. So you can't really tell what's funny and what's not. But when you actually go to like a proper comedy club or comedy room, that's where you like see stand-up happening. You see the craft and the work that goes into it.
So, any plans to get into movies?
Oh no, I can't act. So there's no point. I may at some point probably write or direct a web series or something. But movies, no. I can't act at all, first of all. And I just because Bollywood is Hindi and I don't think in Hindi. So until we reach such a point, which is why a web series right now is the more interesting space because there's no censorship involved in it and you can write it in whatever language and cater to whatever audience you want to. So I had one web series idea which I loved when I started writing it. Then I realized after one episode that I hated the entire idea. So I stopped. Yeah, that's part of this process where you write something on one day and you're like, this is amazing. And then 2 days later, you're like, this is rubbish. Why did I even think of it? So it's weird. You always want to push yourself to do like this happens with like even that 1 hour I put out on Amazon. When I wrote it and I did it the first few times, I was like, this is amazing. But by the time I actually recorded it, I was like, this is rubbish. Why am I doing it? After you've written something the first time, you're like, it can be better. That's just always how it goes.
Or is it the effect of performing it multiple times?
That too. But after a while, you're just like, I can do more with this. I need to add more. That's why even before I recorded my special, I wrote 10 minutes new and put it into the show just so that there was something challenging or interesting for me to do while I was recording. So that's something to look because the rest of it after a point is sort of autopilot. Like you've done this joke 100 times, you know it's going to work in a certain way. You know there'll be an audience reaction which you will play off and say something back to them. So anything after a while gets a little bit boring, which is why you have to constantly like reinvent, rework, keep writing new stuff. A lot of people still don't know that I'm married and I have a wife. That's what married means. I'm also massively into video games. So if you follow me on Twitter, you would know that I am completely always into video games. I'm a massive football fan. A lot of people wonder which club I support. So that's Manchester United. I have always supported them. People think that I know nothing about football and they come and give me galis. Like you 16-year-olds come and give me galis saying you know nothing about football. I've been watching football since before you were born. Just shut up. I play football quite actively as well. I love driving. I bought a car recently and I'm very passionate. I wash my own car. So yeah, I'm like that old Parsi uncle. Tea.
Beer or whiskey?
Rum.
Water or alcohol?
Water.
Okay. Food or sex?
Food.
Cricket or football? Football. Okay. Atul Khatri or Sahil Shah?
Atul Khatri.
Okay. Gal Gadot or Deepika Padukone?
Deepika Padukone.
Okay. Rakhi Sawant or Kim Kardashian?
Basis more annoying or
Anything.
okay, more annoying Rakhi Sawant.
Okay. Tinjai Pooja or Tahir Shah?
Ooh, Tahir Shah. I know it sounds bad.
Starbucks or Capri?
Starbucks.
Would you rather have a dragon or be a dragon?
We have one because dragons can't play video games.
I saw Jon Snow there
Yeah.
and a dragon there.
Yeah.
Okay. Best friend or wife?
Wife.
Chicken biryani or mutton?
But
Okay. Mumbai or Delhi?
Mumbai.
Batman or Joker?
Batman.
Okay, if you had the power to ban anything in the whole world, what would you ban?
I would ban bands.
Okay.
We have an entire sketch made about that on EIC. Watch it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yay. Cool. Ciao, sir. So if you enjoyed watching this, subscribe to Tell Me Nothing, where they will tell you nothing, and I'm not even telling you anything. So don't listen to me.